All right, so okay, in that other video, I was already thinking of making a video of talking about, well, we don't know if anybody was is dropping things and starting to run. Now, the witness that saw or slash heard the running, she's not particularly reliable, but she did hear some running. Now, that could, because of Daiwada Man's comments, that I realized that could be, well, not just because of that. I also listened to the police interview of Trayvon's girlfriend, who was on the phone right up till Trayvon's like, "Why are you following me?" And George Zimmerman is, "What are you doing around here?" And then at that point, Trayvon dropped the phone, evidently. The phone with the heart on the back, him being such a thug. But anyway, um, yeah, when the Trayvon's girlfriend, but the part about Daiwada Man is that witness might have just been hearing Trayvon run around the building, getting out of sight of um, George Zimmerman. And that would make sense because the girlfriend said that Trayvon was saying he's coming towards me, he's getting close to me. He didn't say he's running at me. And supposedly the girlfriend's going, run, run, run. And he wasn't going to run. She thought because he was tired or whatever reason he wasn't going to run anymore. And he asked him, "Why are you following me?" And so yeah, possibly George was walking briskly over to Trayvon. But that raises another question: is why are the keys dropped there back at the T? Now that T is where I've since seen a video of a friend from the same development who supposedly, he says, a friend of George Zimmerman, and Zimmerman had foiled a robbery attempt at this friend's house. Uh, he basically, in the local news, said that the fight where Trayvon allegedly attacked Zimmerman was at the T, up there where the keys were dropped, not where Trayvon was found dead. So that's some sort of a mistake or what have you. But if he didn't start running or some sort of, some action, startling event, why would he drop his keys at that point? No, I've dropped my keys, but it's more common to put them somewhere or something, and dropping them, I can imagine having them in your hand, or if they're in your pocket when you start running, maybe they're not fully in or pop out. If he's just walking over to Trayvon at that point, on the other, then, what happened? Um, on the other hand, he's obviously continuing to follow Trayvon. There's no doubt. None of the scenarios discredit the girlfriend's account and where everything is to say that obviously he walked south in Trayvon's direction. And he walked up to Trayvon, and from the girlfriend's account of being on the phone with Trayvon, Trayvon was not walking towards Zimmerman. He was reporting that Zimmerman was approaching him. Again, with Daiwana Man, points out that since the can was in Trayvon's pocket, and as far as we know, there was nothing else to be in the bag, and then the evidence thing I didn't see, so I think the bag would have been empty. Maybe Trayvon littered the bag, and that wasn't the start of an action thing. But still, why did, for example, if Zimmerman put his hand on his gun, because he was approaching, or if Zimmerman was fumbling with his other flashlight, bang, 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 with his flashlight was heard on the phone, and things like this. Some little event is gonna, that's how this stuff works. It might be something insignificant, but it's an interesting. It's going to be an interesting point. On the other hand, the basic thing that it says, without any speculation, is that Zimmerman was at that location sometime, you know, after getting out of his car, and that he moved, therefore, somehow from that location ultimately to where he was inches away from